In September of 1841, Eastman returns to Fort Snelling as commander. His wife Mary joins him with their 3 young children.
Before I felt much interest in the Sioux, they seemed to have great regard for me. The old men laid their bony hands on the heads of my little boys, admired their light hair, and said their skins were very white.
An interesting aspect of what she found when she got to Fort Snelling was that Seth Eastman, like most of the officers at the fort who had been there before their white wives joined them, had an Indian daughter.
There's really no written record of what Seth's relationship was with his daughter while he and Mary and his other children were here, or what her relationship was with them. But it's not something that people of that time let out in public.
Eastman faces a new military situation. Lands east of the Mississippi have been taken by treaty. The arrival of more settlers has increased the trade of liquor. Sporadic warfare between Dakota and Ojibwe continues as the Army pushes more tribes to the west. For Mary Henderson Eastman, the experience is one of culture shock.
They were so different from the Indians I had occasionally seen. There was nothing in their aspect to indicate the success of efforts made to civilize them. The yells heard outside the high walls of the fort filled me with alarm.
She says that her first reaction was one of fear, but she got over that. And she became very interested in them, in the Dakota, and began to collect their stories and legends.
I'll charm them and they'll come to me. I will sing this very charming song, and they'll come to me.
Mary's main source of information is a revered old storyteller named Checkered Cloud.
The role of the storyteller is who we are, why the way things are the way they are, the history of our people, where we came from.
Oh, Iktomi, Shicha, you have to watch out for Iktomi. You never know where he's going to be, you never know what he's going to do. He's a trickster.
The storyteller is the one who keeps this tale going, who keeps the hope alive.
Mary's interest in the Dakota is shared by her husband, who methodically documents the many aspects of Dakota life. The women guarding their cornfields from thieving blackbirds. The men hunting muskrats in winter through the ice. The women boiling the sap of the maple trees into sugar.
Eastman was unique among the artists who painted Indians. Other artists, George Catlin, John McStanley, came west for brief periods of time, captured as much as they could, and quickly hurried back to their East Coast studios to finish their paintings. But Eastman was here for 7 years among the Indians. He certainly came to know their culture very intimately.